Hey guys, Brom here, welcome back to a new video. Now today, the game weeks are coming quick and fast and we're already into game week 14 of the Premier League predictions. We've got some decent fixtures this week, a few derbies. We're going to get onto them very soon, but we've got to start with a like target, surely, Dad?
Absolutely. You know what? 10,000. It's Christmas time. Give us a present.
Dad, wait, edit this out. You said 10k.
I said 10k, Theo.
Yeah, I know.
I've dropped the 10.
Josh, just edit it out.
Okay, Theo. Okay, you're right. 10,500. It's Christmas, Theo. It's the time of goodwill between men.
We're not going to hit that. The TDL not that strong.
The TDL is so damn strong. We killed the NDL, and now we're going to kill 10,500. And the first game is
Dad,
Crystal.
What about the scores on the doors?
Oh no, everyone's bored by that, Theo.
What do you mean?
Everyone's writing to me saying that section at the start where it scores on the doors.
What, because you're so far ahead? You're getting cocky?
I've broken a record this week.
What?
The worst score ever.
No way.
I got 1 point.
Seriously?
From 10 games.
What did I get?
6. Alfie Indra, what a legend.
Not bad, that's a decent... Wait, what about me?
I didn't actually count them up properly.
What do you mean?
I'm going to have to go down again and you got 8 points, Theo.
Come on! Wait, so you're telling me I got 7 more than you in one game week?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah.
You know what, Josh? Fly in the clips I got right. Well, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. The reason is, I think Arteta, under the pressure, needs to get some kind of result to keep his job. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw because I just think Palace will grind it out. You know what they're like.
Yes.
What does that do to the overall points, Thogdad?
Guest 71, Thogden 84, Thogdad 84 as well.
Jesus,
what
a
absolutely level.
A 7-point gain on you over one game week to get it back to equals 84 points. It's all down to this game week. Let's get straight into the first game.
And the first game is Crystal Palace against Liverpool, 12th against 1st. Now Palace, Christian Benteke can't stop scoring. Palace have not lost in 3 games there.
But he's not playing in this game because he got a red card after scoring in the last game week.
I know he did.
He's a crazy guy, isn't he?
He is. And it's looking good for Palace this season, isn't it, Theo?
It is. Palace are decent. I mean, when Zaha has found the net this season, Palace do not lose.
That is very true, but what about Liverpool, 11 points in 5 games? And Bobby Firmino, the unlikely hero there.
I just called him overrated. I kind of feel bad for it now. Don't really want to mention it really, but Firmino did get the winner. All I'm saying is, if Bergwijn just scored that chance, whatever. Liverpool did very well. They got the win. I think they're going to win the league. They're in front of their fans. This game isn't in front of fans because London and places around it have just gone into tier 3, but I do think Liverpool will get the win. And one man I think will impress is Sadio Mane today, because in 6 straight head-to-head games against Crystal Palace, he scored in every single one of them, Dad.
Wow.
And also in my fantasy team, he's been very dross over the last few weeks. I need some points. Mo Salah needs to stop getting scrappy pens.
Right, I'm going Palace 1, Liverpool 2.
I am too. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going Palace 0, Liverpool 2. So different to you. But there we go. Let's go over to our special guest, Charlie from Leeds. We've got a fan on this time round. We thought, you know what? Let's give it to one of the subscribers. And there we go. Charlie, what are you going for?
I think for the Crystal Palace vs Liverpool game, I'm going to say 3-1 to Liverpool.
Off to the south coast now. Southampton against Man City, 3rd against 9th. Now, these 2 teams have got very similar form.
Yeah.
What about Southampton? 25 goals from all over the park there.
When you actually look at the Premier League table and they're above Man City, in your head, it just thinks, no, where's City above?
Yeah, I know.
They're not. It's weird. And you think, oh no, but the goal difference will be worse, won't it? No, they've got more goals. They've conceded about the same. It's mental how good Southampton have been this season. Consistency.
Yes.
Dad, you want to hear last time what happened when they played?
Go on.
Ended 1-0 Southampton.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, on this exact fixture, last time they faced, Che Adams scored a 40-yard screamer to decide the game and get a 1-0 win. Can that happen again?
Well, it could, Theo, because Manchester City just can't get going this season. They've had these false starts.
I know.
And you know what? I don't think they're going to win this one. Southampton are just too good this season.
That's nuts.
I'm going for 1-1.
Well, funnily enough, Hazen Hootle, I got his name right finally. He actually said it was a tactical masterclass. It was planned to try and go for long shots. Che Adams' 40-yard screamer, yeah? It was to exploit Edison's positioning. So let's see if he can do that again. But I'm going to go Southampton 1, Man City 2. I just feel like City will have enough in the tank to get an away win. I don't know what it is. I just think Pep will find a way.
Wow, that's a big shout. Charlie from Leeds, an absolute legend. What do you think, mate?
The Southampton vs Manchester City game, I'm going to say Southampton 2, Manchester City 1.
Over to Liverpool now for Everton against Arsenal, 5th against 15th, and it's Everton who are 5th.
I know.
And they're doing all right recently, aren't they, Theo?
Dad, 2 wins in 2, and they're not against easy teams. Leicester and Chelsea, some big Everton wins lately. Can they keep that form up, though?
Well, you know what? 10 points in 5 games. I mean, their season was starting to stutter for a while, wasn't it? And it's coming back. But Arsenal, that Aubameyang goal to sort of equalise.
It wasn't a bad finish.
It was, yeah.
Maybe we will see the return of Aubameyang starting to get goals again. We know know he likes to go on a momentum run. Could we see it happen today?
But I just wonder at some point whether Arsenal's season will click into gear.
It could do. It really could. Is this the beginning of that, Thogdad?
Well, it could be, and I nearly went for 1-1 here, but I just think at the moment Everton are the better team.
Oh my God.
2-1 to Everton.
You went for an Everton win?
Yes.
I thought you were going to build up to an Arsenal result.
No.
That's insane. I've gone Everton 1, Arsenal 1, the thing that you were about to pick. Because I just feel like Aubameyang will get his goal, but Everton will have enough in the tank. I would have gone for an Everton win, but the Allen injury kind of held me back from that. Yeah. It's a big blow for them. And yeah, I don't know what James' level of fitness is right now, but they really want him back. And I'm sure if he's fully fit and plays, they might just win the game. Let's go over to Charlie.
For the Everton vs Arsenal game, I predict 2-0 to Everton. Richarlison to score on both. In the past 5 games for Everton, they've only lost 1, and that were against a mighty Leeds. And the last 3 games in the Premier League for Arsenal, they haven't picked up 3 points.
Newcastle United against Fulham now at 14th against 18th. Now Newcastle will fancy this, but they've just been pumped by Leeds United. Theo, what's going to happen here?
I reckon it's just going to be a draw. I'm being boring, but it's true. Fulham, I've drawn the last 2 games against Brighton and Liverpool. That Liverpool game they deserved to win. They got unlucky with VAR.
Yeah.
I feel like there's another draw coming because Newcastle just got pumped by 5 goals. They won't be playing with a crazy amount of confidence when they conceded 5 to Leeds.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
But the thing about Newcastle, they've won 5 games already. They're not going to go down. And despite that last result, I just think they're going to win this one.
So you think they're going to go from conceding 5 goals and losing to going to win?
Because they're playing Fulham, and it's going to be
Fulham.
2-1.
No, respect Fulham, Dad. I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
You've got to respect Fulham this season. Scott Parker, it's going to be tough, right? And I think they will just go down. And you would have seen on Chelsea Rory's channel, I predicted that. But they're going to go down fighting, and Scott Parker is going to put in a real shift. I'm going to go for a 1-0 draw. And you know, the last time they faced, it was 4-0 to Newcastle. So maybe, or maybe not. We'll see that again.
Yeah, so respect Fulham, but they're going to go down. Charlie from Leeds, what do you reckon, mate?
Respect them. They play good football.
For the Newcastle vs Fulham game, I reckon it'll be 3-0 to Newcastle. I think Callum Wilson will score first. Then I think Matty Longstaff will score the second. And then I think late into the game, Andy Christmas Carroll will come on for Callum Wilson, and he'll get a lucky bullet header in at top corner. And
we're staying in the relegation zone for Brighton and Hove Albion against Sheffield United, 16th against 20th.
Yeah.
Now Brighton, they get sucked into the relegation dogfight, aren't they, Theo?
They are. And now that Big Sam's gone to West Brom, it's even worse for them.
Yes.
They're sucked right into it. They need to get some results. And this is such a must-win game.
Yeah.
At home to the Blades. They haven't got to win. They barely find points. What, they got 1 or 2 points this season? You've got to win this game. If you're Brighton, if you want to stay up in this league, it has to be a win, doesn't it?
But Sheffield United against Man United increased their goal tally by 40%.
Yeah, I know.
From 5 to 7 goals.
That's the thing. I mean, against Man United, they really put in a shift. The last time they played before that game was 3-3. That time round 3-2. They were decent. They've been on decent form, haven't they?
They have, actually. But you know what? This is a step too far. Brighton 1, Sheffield United 0.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you. I've got Brighton 1-0. I just can't see any other way of predicting a Sheffield United win. I backed them once, and it didn't go the way. So yeah, let's go to Charlie and Leeds.
For Sheffield United vs Brighton, for some strange reason I feel like it's got a draw written all over it.
And now for the game of the weekend. Tottenham Hotspur against Leicester City.
The game of the
second
weekend?
against 4th. Of course it is.
You reckon?
Absolutely. Now both of
table,
these teams lost last week, didn't they, Theo?
They did, but they're both on real good form overall in the season, you know?
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the Tottenham-Liverpool game. I know Firmino got the winner, but what if Bergwijn just put away that chance for Tottenham?
Yeah.
I reckon they would have won that game 2-1.
Oh, they missed their chances. What about that Harry Kane header from 4 yards?
Goodness me. And I had him captain of Fantasy Premier League on another day. I'm loving life. But I tell you, Dad, coming up to this Tottenham game, I'm seriously thinking that they're going to get the win here. You look at their home form, 6 from 6. They've only conceded 1 goal in the last 6 home games. 90 times 6. How many minutes of football is that? Come on, quick maths.
That is a lot of minutes. That is 540.
Hey! 540 minutes of
9
football,
hours.
and they've only conceded 1 goal.
That's amazing.
Brilliant from Jose. I think they'll concede 1 more, because it's Leicester. They've got Jamie Vardy. He's a threat. They've got Harvey Barnes. They've got some good players there. Senga's under 2. I'm going to go Tottenham 2, Leicester 1. It's going to be a cracker. And on average, there is 3.91 goals in this game head-to-head. That's a thriller. Average 4 goals. It's crazy, isn't it? How many goals are you going for?
That is amazing. Well, Leicester have lost 3 of the last 5. They don't do draws. I think there's going to be 2 goals here.
Okay.
Both to Spurs. 2-0 Spurs.
Right, so we're both going for Spurs wins, but different ones. What does Charlie go for, though?
For Tottenham vs Leicester, I'm going to say Tottenham 3, Leicester 2. I think they're both very great sides this year. but I fancy Tottenham to win this one.
And now for Manchester United against Leeds United, 6th against 13th. And I tell you what, in my day, this was one of the biggest games going. And the rivalry here is enormous, isn't it?
It still is, Dad. They've been waiting for this fixture since 2004, February. This is the Roses derby, and we've not seen it for so long. In my opinion, this is the biggest game of the game week.
Wow, the Red Rose of Lancashire against the White Rose of Yorkshire, and last week these two teams scored 8 goals between them.
I know, it's nuts. Man United away from home this season have been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But at home, there's a problem.
Yes.
In all their games this season at home, they've scored 3 and conceded 10. The only win they've got at home was in a scrappy 1-0 win over West Brom.
Yeah.
They really have a problem at the Theatre of Dreams.
But Rashford has started to score again.
Yeah.
Martial even scored and got an assist.
I know it's Sheffield United, but how's that happened? He's back. Maybe he's back. We've seen Martial play really well in the past, and I know he was a bad, stretch of form, but we could see the return of the real ice-cold Martial. Before you predict, Dad, just remember Man United are 17th in the home table.
Ooh.
So if you're going for a United win, it's ballsy.
Now, Leeds got 5 last week and they spread the goals around. I think this will be a brilliant game. I'm going for 4 goals, 3 of them to Man United, 3-1 United.
Wow, okay, so you're going for a United win. Yeah. That's a big statement. I'm going for 4 goals as well, but I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Wow. Because I think Leeds, they put 5 in last week. They're on really good form. They're good away from home too. I've just got a feeling this ain't going to go Man United's way. You look at the way they play at home and it isn't that great. I'm going for a draw here. Bielsa will find a way. He just will. He always does. So that's what I'm going for. And by the way, Bamford loves scoring away from home. He's got like 6 goals in 8 games. I'm sure he's going to find the net.
Absolutely. Now, Charlie, you're a Leeds fan. What's going to happen here, mate?
Yeah, big game for you. Are you going to get the win on the Roses derby?
I know this might come to a shock to you, Fog Dad, but for Manchester United versus Leeds, I have to go with Leeds United 1-0. Leeds.
19th against 11th now, and it's West Brom against Aston Villa, and there can be only one talking point.
There can be only one Big Sam. He's back in the Premier League. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's Big Sam. It makes me happy. The Bolton lad, the Premier League icon. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's Big Sam.
Can he keep
Get
them
down
up?
the chippy. Brexit 442. 2 banks to 4. He's back, isn't he?
He's certainly back. Answer my question. Can he keep them up?
Yeah, he will. Dad, Big Sam don't go down. Simple as that. Big Sam don't go down.
Wow, that is a very big shout. And I tell you what, something about Big Sam. He loves clean sheets.
Yeah.
Can he get one here today?
Yes. West Brom 1, Aston Villa 0.
Wow, that is an enormous shout. I'm going 1-1.
Dad, that's boring. It's Big Sam. It's Sam time. You don't understand. West Brom, the Baggies, are going to get a win here. Villa, they were dominant against Burnley, and I was telling you all day that Burnley were going to win that game 1-0. Yeah. But they didn't find the net, Villa, and I don't think they'll find the net again. There's something about, maybe it's Ross Barkley being injured, not an incredible stretch of form. I reckon West Brom are getting the win here, and this is the beginning of survival for the Baggies.
Wow, I think he's drunk too much hot chocolate. Charlie, what do you think?
What's the machine?
For West Bromwich Albion versus Villa, I'm going to say a 1-1 draw.
And now over to Lancashire for Burnley against Wolverhampton Wanderers, 17th against 10th. Now Burnley are on better form than Wolves there.
I was just about to say that. You wouldn't expect it, wouldn't you?
No.
Wolves have just turned over Chelsea, but Burnley are higher in the form table.
Yeah.
Respect the Clarets.
Absolutely, Theo. But Wolves, Podence and Jota looked really good. Well, you wouldn't know because you went off to play footy. Left me all alone on the stream.
Comment down below if you were there for that stream. It's the funniest thing ever. I started it off alone because he went to go play tennis. Picked it over and going screaming. And then he comes back in. I have to go play football. And that's when the game got good. I finished it when it was 1-0 Chelsea. He ended it when it was 2-1 Wolves. Nutty.
I know.
Mental.
But this game, you know what? I'm going for a very, very low scoring game.
Yeah.
Burnley have scored, what, 6 goals all season?
Yeah.
That's not good enough. Burnley 0, Wolves 1.
Dad, respect the Clarets. Since Ben Mee's come back, they've been brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they've been class. The results they've got, grinded out wins. I'm going to go Burnley 1, Wolves 1. I think a draw written all over this game. You just know how it is. And let's go over to Charlie.
For Burnley versus Wolves, I'm going to say Wolves 2, Burnley 0.
And let's end this with a London derby. Chelsea against West Ham, 7th versus 8th. Now, Chelsea are in worse form than West Ham, Theo.
Mental. They've lost the 2 last games they've played. They're on a real bad patch of form. And Frank has even come out and said this.
As manager of Chelsea Football Club, I've called this press conference to announce that we want you, the fans at home and abroad, to support someone else.
Mental, isn't it, Thog Dad?
It is mental. Now, Chelsea, for me, look a bit lightweight recently.
Yeah.
Not being impressed with Havertz or Werner. And they're missing Ziyech, aren't they, Theo?
They are missing Ziyech, and you can tell the lack of creativity. I'm not saying they're on Arsenal's level, but Chelsea need to find a way in. And they're going to be playing a West Ham team that are very good. David Moyes has got things going. Jared Bowen is hungry. You know, Said Benrahma is a baller. They've got blurs in that team, you know?
They do, but they're playing Chelsea away from home. I'm going Chelsea 2, West Ham 1.
Wow, and I'm going for the same thing, and it's exactly that, Dad, away from home. Chelsea don't like playing away. Last 2 games where they lost, they were travelling away. They're on the road. Now they're back at Stamford Bridge. They need a win. Frank will find it from somewhere. I'm telling you that right now. Chelsea 2, West Ham 1 is the correct prediction, Dad. I've gone for the same thing, but I want to hear if Charlie can make it a triple.
For Chelsea versus West Ham, I'm going to say 4-1 Chelsea. I just think Chelsea this season are a very, very, very strong side compared to West Ham.
Right, that is it. That is all 10 game weeks complete from the game week 14. I'm looking forward to the game. And you know what? There's been so much Premier League football lately. I've really enjoyed it. Go into the comments now. Give us your predictions for the likes of Chelsea, West Ham, Man United, Leeds, bloody, I don't know, Tottenham, Leicester. Comment down below what you think is going to happen. We're going to be liking, responding. Even Thog Dad's going to be down there, aren't you?
Absolutely. And I tell you what, give us 10,500 likes.
Dad, it's not happening. Why would you say like Tom?
All day long. TDL is so strong, Theo.
It's not that strong.
You're disrespecting the TDL.
It's not that strong. NDL will win.
Yeah. What? Is it April Fool's Day now?
Have a great weekend, lads. Get your fancy Premier League teams updated before the deadline, which is tomorrow. So get it done. Have a lovely Friday evening. Don't play too much foot, champs. And we'll see you all in a bit. Bye, guys.